Shout out to Ben's Studio on the Lake. Hey, Ben, when's the whale challenge? When's the whale spirit challenge? I know you're gone away for a few weeks, but lots of people are waiting for that whale spirit challenge. So this is another green man that I busted out pretty quick. I shared it on my social media and Facebook and stuff on for the green man challenge. I didn't mean to carve, like, these aren't supposed to be fingers, but they do kind of look like fingers, but they're not fingers. I just carved them things in there. This piece, it's willow. I suggest to anybody, don't carve wet willow. This willow was so friggin' wet. It was a friggin' nightmare. It was the wettest wood I've ever carved. Well, maybe not the wettest, but it was friggin' fluffier than Fluffy the Fluff. Yeah, it was fluffy, all right. I'm telling you. I split it in half. There you see I signed it, Jordy Jones 2023. So you can see that those are the chainsaw marks, but there's no center in this. The center would have been more this way, so it's not cracking because the center's gone. The heart of the wood. Well, there's a couple little cracks up there, but if you can get some willow when it's dry, I don't know, man. I think, and girls and whatever you want it to be, I think it carves better than basswood. That's just my opinion. It doesn't really matter, but if you can get some willow, I'd dry it out. So what I should have done first is take the bark off, but I just carved this on the whim yesterday, I think. What else did I carve? I don't know what else I carved, but I carved something else. Or maybe I showed this on a video. Oh, I don't know. After I painted that other one for the giveaway, for the challenge for Facebook, I carved this one the next day or something. But I don't think I showed this on YouTube. Anyways, I like it. I think it's kind of creepy. And I started to do a bigger chainsaw one today like this. In that big, I think it was cherry wood, but it's friggin' hemlock. Dry hemlock is friggin' hard wood to carve. I think it is. I think I'm going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's rated a hardwood. But I found that log on I thought it was cherry wood. I found the log maybe a month ago on the beach. But I'm going to carve something like this on it and paint it. I already started carving it. I don't know if I'll film tomorrow finishing it, but maybe I should. It's kind of another Jordy does. Well, this video, I guess I should hurry up and get to the point. This video is Jordy sees and shows. So yesterday I came home from, I forget, but there was a couple things in the mail in my on my door, taped to my door, saying that I missed a delivery from the postal service. So then I had two things from the postal service. I had to go to the post office this morning and pay for them. And yes, the border got me again. The border got the duty fees charged me $75, $50 for one and $25 for another one. When the people point blank said on the box, "It's a gift." You couldn't write it any louder on the box. It's a gift. But the border still charged me friggin' the custom fees or whatever it is. So I'm going to show you guys what I got in the mail. I went to the post office with what I picked up, and I was like, fuck, I don't even want to pay the $75. It just pisses me off, the friggin' customs. It's like they double dip. So like, but anyways, I knew it was, I didn't know who it was from, so I had to get it and see what it was, because, well, it would just be unrespectful if I didn't do that. So here's the first one. So many of you people have heard me say before, you're probably going to get mad at me for showing this. Mr. David Grass out there in Texas bought that for me, a surprise for me. It's like I said on one of my earlier videos, it's always like Christmas time for me. I get so many gifts from my friends around the world. It's just such a, just makes me feel special, and I just want to say thank you. So, and what else did he send? Mr. Grass knows how quick I go through the Dremels, and he probably saw this one is getting pretty old. It was smoking like a month ago, but I changed the brushes and it's still working, but it's on its last legs. It sure is. You guys make sure you blow out your Dremels, keep those engines clean, and check your brushes. So David sent me another Dremel. You guys, David has been, I'd probably say like, I guess I should say financially wise, he's probably been the biggest help from the subscribers. Now, I'm just he's given a lot back to the channel and me. Like, he bought me that expensive die grinder too and shipped it all the way from Texas. So Dave, I can't, I wish I could see you and give you a big hug right now, because I don't make a ton of money on YouTube. I think this month, I'm gonna be honest, I think I made I think it was like $1,300 American, and then you got to pay taxes on that too. So it's I can't live on just making YouTube videos. If anybody thinks I'm getting rich or famous, no, that's not happening. I'm just doing it because I love to do it. And I'm lucky. I know how to make money when I need to make money. I don't do anything illegal anymore. But if I got to make a buck, I'll make a buck. So thank you very much, Grass. It certainly does help, and I will 100% be using this. See, look, I call him kicking ass Grass. See ya, buddy. Didn't even send me a letter this time. He just wrote on the box. And David wrote, a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. Like 5 times on the box, and they still charged me. So I don't buy the full-size cans of Coke. You guys all know pop's bad for you. I don't drink it too often. I maybe buy a 6-pack of these half cans, maybe once a month. And once in a while, I'll have a pop. So I buy the smaller ones, because then if I buy the full, you can buy a case of these cans for less than a 6-pack cost for these smaller cans. But hold on, let me have a sip of this. Okay. So I got in trouble because I said her name wrong. You guys seen my chainsaw video where I cut this in half. This is Russian olive wood. Tara Newman. Tara Newman. Were you related to the Newman on Seinfeld? Just kidding. She didn't give me crap, but she told me how to say her name properly, and it's Nugent. Tara Nugent sent me this Russian olive wood, so see, it was one piece like that. I cut it in half with the chainsaw. Now you got 2 wall hangers. But look at the color in this. You guys, you think I should carve an eagle head in this and make the colors pop, or should I carve a wood spirit? Why don't you guys press pause right now and say it will be like a eagle head going, like the eagle head will be facing this way, and then we'll have a wing kind of in the back here, and then we'll have some stuff in the background, because I can really make these colors pop. That's for sure. I did one when you would like that too. So I'm just a lucky guy. So thanks again for this, Tara. I appreciate it. I said your name right. Mr. Grass, I can't thank you enough so much, buddy. I wish I'd live close to you. I'd give you a big bear hug. So this is will be used pretty soon. Hopefully I'll get away with this one. I don't know how much Dremel carving I'll be doing lately, but hopefully this one will last me till at least winter time, because you guys do I do most of my Dremel carving in the winter time. So thanks again, Grass and Tara. I'm thinking about donating this one to the challenge too. The people that have chipped in to win the other carvings, we're at about $250, maybe $275. So that will pay for. Oh, another thing I want to say. I don't care how long this video is. Okay, I don't care. I'm not going to do much editing because I'm filming in 4K. I just realized. I went to send Evil Rick. Hi, Evil Rick, a gift card for $100 on Amazon, because he helps the channel so much when I'm doing my live videos, and he watches comments and he kicks bots off and stuff like that. But I asked him if he'd be interested if I paid him to, when my channel got hacked and all my videos got deleted. Not deleted, sorry. They all got set to private. So I have like 1,300 or 1,400 videos. I asked Rick if I could pay him to spend the time, drink some beer, whatever he did, to make all my videos. I gave him permission to go into my YouTube and make them public again, and he did that. So I tried to pay him with a $100 gift card, but he said no, he'd rather not have it, and he would rather see me buy myself a new tool and show everybody the new tool that I'm buying, that I bought with the $100. So instead of that, Evil Rick's going to get mad, but I'm like the admins for the giveaway chip for the challenge. It's a green man and a friend. So there's a green man example. It should have a leaf on it, and then you have to do a little friend somewhere on it. They want to get a Fordham SR series, but they're $100 short. The admins a few of them are chipping in, so I decided that I would take that $100 that Evo Rick that I wanted to pay Rick, that he wouldn't accept it. I'll just use that to get the Fordham. So guaranteed there'll be a Fordham there for one of the people. I'm going to talk to the admins too. I'll probably talk to Larry Dale and see because not everybody's on Facebook and some people do want to do the Green Man Challenge. If they say yes, I will be responsible of getting your pictures and posting them in the group, in the Facebook group. If you don't want to go on Facebook and you do want to do the challenge, I will be responsible. You'll be able to send, I can't say yes yet, but you can send me the pictures. Because, actually, I don't know. Just hold on to that thought because it's a Facebook group. Maybe they want to keep it inside the Facebook group. But I've donated some carvings on my YouTube, so I don't know if you're not in Facebook, you can still chip in for my PayPal, whatever you can afford. It's not a big deal, and if your name gets drawn, you'll win one of my carvings. I think there's 4 of them now because I'll probably chip this one in too. So we got some of them because we got to realize that some of these might be shipped to the UK or Australia, so we got to put money away for shipping. So I think we're okay for shipping for these carvings now. We've raised enough money, and for the say if we raise another $100 to go towards the Fordham, then I'll do like a I don't know, I'll figure something out that I can only ship inside the USA with my Amazon because I got my Amazon store and I get gift cards. I save my money, so maybe I can send somebody out in the USA. I can't ship outside the US. Oh, maybe I can. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyways, stand by. So what else did I get in the mail today, Jordy? Well, I got these beautiful maple leaf carving paintings. Why maple leaves, you ask? Well, because I'm Canadian, and on the Canadian flag is maple leaves. Now let's see if we can get some more better lightings on here. So look at those on canvas. Beautiful. That was the ash. Sorry. And she got little. And these are quality canvas, not dollar store canvases. I know because I used to painting on canvas. I wasn't a big fan of painting on canvas, actually. I just didn't really like the bumps on it, like that, how you can see the canvas. But maybe that's supposed to be part of the I'm not saying that it's bad that she painted on canvas. Because I used lots of charcoals and it was hard to get it smooth. But look at those. One of these is going to go downstairs on my wall from people that send me stuff, their carvings, and one of these is going to go in my bedroom. Hold on, biting my nail. So, very beautiful. Maple leaf. Sue Halpern. Maple leaf 4. Oh, I guess she made a couple other maple leafs. This is maple leaf 2. That's good. So I hope she kept one for herself so she can think of good old heavy hands Jordy at Carving Fusion. So this one's going to go downstairs by my art stuff, and this one's going to go in my bedroom. So I love them. Beautiful job, Sue. And she wrote me this letter. Most of you know that I'm not very good at let me make sure this microphone's working. Most of you know that I'm not very good at reading out loud. Well, that says hello, 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 hi, hello, idioma, sadikap, malitap, chickenop, hello, goodbye, hello, hello. Okay, so as my appreciation for showing my knowledge, as my appreciation for sharing your knowledge, warm regards, Sue Halpern. Sorry if I said your name wrong, Sue. Please don't kill me or threaten to bomb my house. It's just I'm not a very good reader. out loud. I'm not even a really good reader out in my head too. So Saturday, May 20th. Greetings, Jordy from Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Yeah, I think it's Wisconsin. A land of cheese. I like cheese. Cheese, Badgers, and Packers. Thanks for your email. She sent me an email. She did, I believe it was a walnut or maybe oak leaf carving, a relief carving, oak leaf with some leaves, and I think there was like hazelnuts or something on there. But it was a beautiful carving. She sent that to me email for the World of Woodcarvers. I emailed her back and I said, beautiful carvings, yes. It will be in the World of Woodcarvers. So I don't know if she said she was going to send me something. I gave her my email address. But anyways, let's carry on. Saturday. Greetings, Jordy from Wisconsin. The land of cheese, Badgers, and Packers. Is Packers the football? No, that's Green Bay Packers. Packers. I don't know if Packers is Green Bay's in Wisconsin. I'm Canadian, remember. Us Canadians just basically know Canadian stuff. Just kidding. All we know how to do is build igloos. We don't even know how to say igloo. Thanks for your email. I am waiting for the spirit. No, she goes, I am waiting for the spirit fish contest with great interest. So, and she wrote out spirit fish and she put spirit whale. And that's the challenge that just Studio on the Lake is having. I should show you guys a quick video at the end of this video of my spirit fish that I did when we had that challenge a few years back. Thanks for all the things you're teaching me on your videos. Well, I don't know. Please accept these maple leafs. I will very much well accept these maple leafs. I love them. I'm a very lucky man. I feel honored. I feel special. You know, like, what else can one say, you know? Besides have a sip of your pop. I had a drink of some Appleton's today. Appleton's rum. So thanks David Grass, Newman, and Sue. Thank you so much for the gifts. Don't think I'm a bad person or ungrateful because I can't say your names properly. I'm just kind of silly that way. And that's the way it is. So what I did today is I went and changed, got up, I was kind of in a Debbie Downer kind of mood, like, I just kind of want to get out of town and not see anybody and just go on a road trip for a week and film for YouTube the Fold Forests on Vancouver Island. I do want to do that. Would any of you like to see me just go on a road trip and film and just do a Jordy Does travel video showing old trees and old forests and stuff like that? I don't know. I would love to, but it's hard for me to film when there's people around. It's not hard for me to film. It's hard for me to film and talk at the same time when people are around. I feel like an idiot. But I know the way the world's going. Everybody does it, so why should I feel like an idiot? Well, maybe because I am an idiot when it all comes down to it. And I don't know, maybe they'll be like, hey, look at the idiot. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Anyways, so I'm an idiot. So anyways, what I did today is Walter Bougeot, the Frenchman that I carved the chair for from Tyler. When Tyler took him the chair, he called me. He says, I got it. He goes, I love it, because I carved his old boat on the chair, the minnow. And he recognized it. And he says, I got a new boat. It's so much nicer now. Me and my buddy, because Walter bought the boat where he works, and it's a place where I used to work. And Walter bought the boat. He fixed it up. I think it's a Grady White. And the engine was not very good on it. So he brought in a partner, one of his friends on, his name's Mo. So he bought a brand new engine, a nice 250 engine on the boat. So he's like, I want to take you out crabbing or I'll get you crab. I said, man, I'd love to go. So Tyler texted me this morning, goes, or this afternoon, or whatever, 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. He goes, Walter wants to go crabbing today. It's perfect to go out there. So I said, sure, I'd love it. So on the way there, Tyler says, can we stop by the Bear Wine Store? I says, yeah, actually, you know what? I kind of bitched. I says, man, are we going to go fishing or are we going to go freaking, you want me to drive around everywhere? If Tyler's watching this, he'll laugh because I did say that. Because I get anxious in my head. I just want to get out there, right? So we stopped at a Bear Wine Store, and then I came inside there. Tyler bought himself some beer, and then I wanted to buy myself a Mickey of of Appleton's rum, because that's what I used to drink before I quit drinking. And they didn't have Mickey's there, so I went to buy a 26er, but Tyler bought it for me. So thanks, Ty. I appreciate it. Tyler's my best friend since kindergarten. I've talked about him on lots of my videos. He's the big guy that I've showed him. I haven't showed him in my videos, but I said he was strong like bull, dumb like ox. Yeah, he beat me up today for that too. I got a black eye, so you guys won't see that. But yeah, I won't be calling him dumb like ox anymore. He's not dumb. He's just a big tough guy. He's a big strong guy, powerful man. And so yeah, and then we went fish. We went crabbing. So I didn't film. I said I'm not gonna bother filming. Lots of people, lots of people when I'm filming, lots of people don't want to be on YouTube. So, and I understand that. And sometimes I just get sick of filming when I'm with my friends. I just kind of want to be with my friends. But then on the way back, we went crabbing. Walter had 4 crab traps out there, so we got like quite a few crabs. And like we got the limit. We didn't take over the limit, right, Bujo? If you watch this, and the we went by my old workplace. So I said, and we went by, like I've showed Ladner to lots of you guys. You guys, most of you guys know that I'm in British Columbia, Ladner, Canada, British Columbia, Delta, and I'm inside Delta in a little farming fishing town called Ladner. And I've always wanted to show the houseboats in Ladner. And today, actually, we went by my old work and where Walter works. It's called Brant Marine. There's big seine boats there and stuff like that, and I'll be able to show you guys maybe one of the jobs I did when I was on that, working there. I think I was working there for 6 years before I started my roofing company. Then I fell off the roof. So I'm going to show you guys the houseboats, and I only had one small drink of Appleton's and Pepsi with ice. That's all I need. But I got the bottle at home here, so maybe I'll have some drinks one night and we'll do a live questions and answers and stuff like that. It's not, and when I haven't been doing much social stuff lately because the truth is, from my injury, I'm socially awkward. And I said, fuck it this time. I'm gonna go out there. I gotta go hang. I haven't seen Walter in 10 years. I love being on the water. I can take some crabs home. So, get your head out of your ass, Jordy, and go get out on the water and see your old buddy Walter. So I did, and it was I had such a great time. And I'm gonna go fishing with him when the spring salmon come along this year. So we'll go out there fishing. But so this is me filming. I'll do a voiceover. You guys don't want to hear us talking, really. And just kind of talk about the houseboats on the water and tell you guys an old story because from the day I went commercial fishing, like up in Prince Rupert, like you see on those shows, those fishing shows on a commercial boat where you got to live on the boat with like 6 other dudes. Complete hell. But anyways, that's it. Thanks everybody for the gifts. I love them. And I'm just very, very, very grateful. Voiceover coming up. Okay, so for this, when I was filming on the water, I turned up the brightness a little bit. What do you guys think? Do you think it's too bright or it looks good? Because it was in the evening that we were coming back. So there's along the Fraser River. It's hard for me to explain where in this town it is, but there's all the houseboats. So it's been a few years since I've been on the water along these boats. Anyway, these houseboats, and they're all been renovated. There are lots of new boats because I moved to this town when I was, I think, 5 or 6 years old. That's how long I've lived here, basically. Between here and Vancouver with my dad on the weekends, and my grandma on the weekends. There I am. Hello, that's me. But when I was younger and we used to come down here on boat with my grandpa or something, the houses were a lot older and more like old farming fishing village houses. Now these are more wealthy people houses. So, but it's nice how they got that red one. I really like the red one. How they have the different colors. Excuse me. So yeah, it's still a fishing community, but the government's taken away so much of the fishing and farming's basically, we got so much more greenhouses. So here's where I used to work. I've gone seine fishing, so I think on the end there that would be an old seine fishing boat. Um, the very back there, I worked here for about 6 years with my buddy Dave Irving. Then Dave left, and I had another buddy there, Sean worked with. Then Walter came there, and me and Walter were friends. We've known each other like for a long time. We both basically grew up in Ladner. I'm not too sure how old Walter was when he moved to Ladner, but there's some seine boats, I think. That big orange building there. I'm not going to say what's inside the building's privacy rates. I do know the owner of this company. Well, I used to work for him, so I don't know if he still knows me. But these are commercial seining boats. That's what I did. I tried it. I went when I was 16 years old. My best friend Rogan, his dad owned a boat. It was called the Carmana Light, and I went to Prince Rupert. There was a guy on the boat. You know, if you guys watched that show, The Deadliest Catch, here's some full aluminum seine boats. These are the Highlander boats right there, boy. Yeah. Um, there was a guy on the boat that was just, I was 16 years old. He was a lot older than me. The guy was just such a goof. Not a goof, but just he was such a dick. You know, you watch that show Deadliest Catch and the Greenhorns, you know, they gotta earn their whatever it's called, respect. I was always a hard worker. I didn't mind hard work. Even at six, I was roofing when I was 13 years old. I quit school and that was it. On to work. But so look, if you where I'm pointing there, you can see that white part. Let me pause. Shit. Stand by. Okay, what you see there, that white thing in the middle, that's the old BC ferry. When you guys see me going through the tunnel in my videos, before the tunnel, this ferry used to take the cars back and forth, but I cut all that roof off anyways, with a cutting torch. I cut the roof off and all the bulwarks around the whole ferry. Now it's just a barge for them to put nets on and stuff like that. But so anyways, the Prince Rupert story, when I went commercial fishing, I couldn't stand the dude on the boat, and you know, it takes a different type of person to be a commercial fisherman because you're out of town and you're stuck on the boat with six other dudes. That older guy, I'm not going to say his name, but I told myself when I was younger, when I was on the boat, if I ever see that guy when I get older and stronger, I'm going to beat the living crap out of him. Just happened to be I've never seen the guy. Not that I would anymore, anyways. So I couldn't stand being stuck on the boat, so I had to. My best friend Rogan, I didn't want to let him down, so I talked to him. It was his dad's boat. His name was Lester Maxwell, and he's a tough man from back in the day, and he's straight to the point. And there's some of the crabs that we got. Well, the crabs that we got. Yep. And I told him, I said, Lester, you know, I don't want to let you down, but this fishing's not for me, and I want to go home. And it's a good thing they had another person around that was going to take my spot. I was the only beachman on the west coast not to make a beach set. So they sent me, it was up in Prince Rupert. Like, we're almost fishing, like when we were way out there in the middle of the ocean, I went back crabbing once too, with the crab traps. But the hard work didn't bother me. It was just being stuck on the boat. It wasn't for me. And yeah, I wasn't comfortable. Even my best friend Rogan, he knew once I got out there, it wasn't in my blood. It's in your blood or it's not. That's the bottom line. So I went up there and talked to the skipper, and I said, "This isn't for me. I want to go home." He says, "Well, you know, Jordy, it's good that you tried it because all your friends do it. Because all my friends did do commercial fishing, and I was basically the only one that didn't do it. And they'd always come home with tons of cash." And here's me showing you guys some ladner stuff, right? This is the water part, the houseboats and stuff. But he says, well, I got to give you respect for coming up here because it takes a man to tell his boss that it's not for him. He goes, I was watching what was going on, Jordy, and I could kind of tell that, you know, it might not be for you as well. So thank you for coming up here and telling me that it's not for you and that you want to go home, and we'll send you home and we'll get somebody to replace you. So they gave me a big bag full of change and dropped me off at the bus station. I'm talking like a big bag full of dimes and nickels. Rogan, my best friend Rogan at the time, I don't think I let him down. He might have been disappointed. I didn't fit in. That's the bottom line. Like, I know fishermen my whole life and stuff like that, and I fit in with them. I can drink with them and scrap with them and do whatever we do back in the day, but I just didn't fit it on the boat, being out of town, stuck there, right? So that's the bottom line. So I got dropped off at the bus. I said, Rogan, how am I going to get home? And he comes up to me and goes, here's your bus ticket home. So what's that? He goes, a bag full of change. It's all we got. Nobody's made any money yet. And then the next day after I quit, I think they made like 10 grand a man, $10,000 each a man for salmon sockeye. But I did go back up crabbing up there, Prince Rupert. That's just to help pull some crab gears, crab pots. Those pots are heavy too. But I did it and I finished it off. Got seasick, throw up, and do all that stuff. So you can see how neat ladner really is. We're basically like we're surrounded by water. Pretty well, not really. Half of Ladner is surrounded by the water. We got the Ocean's End at the end of the Fraser River, and then we got the Fraser River that goes through the town too. So this is the Fraser River. And what's that I'm zooming into? I don't know. But yeah, so I had lots of friends that lived on driftwood. There, we got some driftwood. Is it cedar? I've had lots of friends that lived on those houseboats too when growing up. But lots of them are newer now. It's like I guess the colony is doing good because, like I said, they used to be old kind of like net shed houses before. But yeah, so that's my fishing story. If you guys, any of you watched The Deadliest Catch, I don't know how far away we were from, because I think when we were crabbing, Rogan says, "Look over there, Jordy. See how there's no land?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, if we did see land, it would be Russia." So I don't know if we're by the Bering Sea, or maybe I don't know, because I know Prince Rupert is close to Alaska. But like, look at those beautiful homes. When I was growing up, there was only one. See that big house there? What, 3 stories? That big brown one? There was only one big house like that, and it was blue and white. All the rest were kind of like net sheds, like I already said. But it was Lance Burdell, and Lance is in Texas too, and he sent me a message. He says, Jordy, you could always just do Jordy videos. Like, what do you mean? He goes, you don't always have to be carving, man. He goes, I'll watch any of your videos, buddy. As long as they ain't boring, I'll watch them. Who knows, this video might be boring. But lots of people in the world, it's sad to say, lots of the people in the world haven't seen the ocean. Believe it or not. Or houseboats like this. I'm pretty sure those houseboats are easily over $1 million. You couldn't even buy a house in a shitty old beat up barn house in my town for under $1 million. Not a friggin' chance. Nope, not a friggin' chance. And it's like we're about 20 minutes. It would probably take me 20 minutes to drive to Vancouver. Probably take me about 35 minutes, no traffic, into Vancouver City. My real dad lives in Vancouver City. He lives on his boat. So I don't know. It's like I do want to make other videos, not just carving. I want to show you guys some like Vancouver Island and show around what British Columbia is about, because it's a beautiful place. And I'm not just saying that because I live here. Like, we're surrounded by forest. It's basically a rainforest because it rains so much here. Most people think Canadians are like we don't have cell phones and we don't even have pay phones here. And we live in our igloos, but you know what? Like oh, there's those swans. Yep, the friendly neighborhood mean swans. Those suckers will come at you. So I spent a lot of my years growing up fishing on those houseboats, just a kid throwing your rod out, fishing in the sloughs in town with my buddy Tyler and my other friends. It's nice growing up in a little town where you know everybody, but now the town's gotten a lot bigger and you don't know everybody. And that's good, because I don't really want to know anybody. It's crazy when you go to the grocery store and you got to dodge aisles because there's somebody, even one of your friends, you just don't really want to talk to them. And I was saying I don't know, I forget who I was saying, it may have been Mo or Wally or something, but I was saying being an artist, the more that you get involved in the art, the more kind of, I don't know, for me, antisocial I get, because I get so focused on my art and it's all I want to do, and people don't want to hang out with me when I'm blasting sawdust, making sawdust, running chainsaws, cranking my music, and I don't want to talk about anything. I just, when I'm at my carving tent, I just want to carve, right? But it is nice for my buddies to stop by and bring me a coffee or whatever. So if you look straight down there, that would be into, there's a pub down there. It's called Speed's Pub. Been a few fights in there. But in the old government wharfs down there where you see the boats, there I am again. Hello. So you can see it's kind of like a sunset. Sun's going down. I did try to make this a bit brighter. I'm just going to give you guys a full 360. If I was on the far land there, it would take me 3 minutes to drive home from there. Like where you see those houses. And there's kind of like, that's not really land. They're kind of like, it's like swampy land. Trust me, I know. When we were kids, I tried to grow marijuana in there, and it was just too wet when the marijuana was illegal. None of these guys wanted to be. So there's the Vancouver North Mountains. That's what I'm going to carve on the back of the chair. Sorry, the bench. And yeah, I got sent home with Wally and his buddy and Tyler. I had a drink. I had a little buzz going. I was like, "Hey man, I'm starting to get a little." And I didn't even pour much whiskey, Appleton's rum in my drink, but I felt it. And I was like, "I'm starting to get a buzz. Let's get pissed, get shit faced. Let's get an 8-ball and go get some girls." But no, I got sent home with some crabs. Look at that view. Beautiful sunset we got here at the Spirit Trails. So basically, let's see here. Yeah, so when you're looking to the right there, that's where the Spirit... I've pulled up to that wharf there, that boat launch. I've looked at those trees to the right, but on the right there, that's where the Spirit Trails would be, and they got the cement bench there. You can watch the beautiful sunset if you're into... somebody put a cement bench in there, and you can watch the beautiful sunset if that's what you're into. Lots of teenagers go down there and drink and stuff. This is a place that moors boats. I once had a boat, and this is actually where I moored my boat before. But if you look at the land, look at this nice one. That land back there, like the apartments, you see them where I'm pointing? That used to be all like a forest, like the Spirit Trails. That's where we used to go in there and party, and with 4x4s and mud pits and stuff like that, but it's all built in now. Look at the water, it's like glass. Yeah, it's all apartments down there, and it's like a whole new ladner down there. Zoom in to show you guys that used to be just forest. Not forest, but like the sand pits. It was just like a big sand marsh with big nasty trees. But yeah, we used to get shit faced in there. I had a really great time today. You know, it just like me and Tyler had some good chats. He reminded me, like when we were kids, we were playing hockey cards. I think grade 1 or 2, and we were playing hockey cards. You used to like have topsies. You have to land the hockey card on top of the other hockey card or something. But then he won. But then I got so mad. And Tyler was always bigger and stronger than me. He could always beat me up. But one time he won a big, huge pile. I smacked him, and I ran and grabbed the pile. Like I grabbed the big hand. Look at that cool old boat. I could live on something like that. I ran up. So what happened was, he says, "You smacked me, then you ran up to the pile of cards. You grabbed the big pile. You threw it in the air. You yelled scramble. That means scramble. All the kids can come in and get the cards. And then you grabbed the handful, and then you took off running. And I couldn't catch you when you were running. So yeah, that happened." That's the kind of kid I was. And he's telling me another thing, that we had another thing too, like I don't know what it was, but I smacked him with a big huge mitt, for a snow mitt. And I smacked him, and I took off too. It was like, I forget what it was, like you're on a teeter-totter and you have to try and tip the person off or something. But he says, "I'm going to win this time," because Tyler always won. I said, "I'm going to win this time, Tyler." He goes, "Yeah, I'd like to see that." And he says, I got my big snow mitt and smacked him across the face, and then took off. He couldn't catch me. He said, I dropped my mitt. I hit him so hard. That's the tunnel where I go into Richmond. So anyways, here I am back at home with the crab. Got the water almost boiling. Look at all those crabs. I got like 6, and they're big crabs too. Lee, when I cook crab, Lee is meow. She doesn't meow that much, but she is meowing non-stop. Yes, the water was boiling. I put lots of salt in the water too. Oh yes, nothing better than Dungeness crab. Look at the color of those crab. Look at all the meat on those suckers. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Just thought I'd rub it into you guys that like crabs, but that's Dungeness. And they were big. They were big crabs too. So here's Lee meowing, waiting impatiently for her crab. Just like the old saying goes, the more you can give a lady, the more she'll take. Just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe cats are the same way. Just kidding. It was a joke. It was a complete joke. I love all you ladies. I love you, Liz, Amy Jo, and everybody, and Pamela Lee. Kidding. That's it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll film tomorrow carving that green man, and I'll paint it. Bye bye. Carving Fusion over and out.